Okay guys, hey, this is Wartrain. Thanks for checking out the video. If you're new here, please subscribe and click the bell down below to get notified of all my new videos. And guys, this game looks phenomenal. It's blowing my expectations. Wow, my mind is blown. I can't believe how much this game is packing in this time. The first Super Mario Maker on the Nintendo Wii U was a really great game, such a unique concept, and now this game is bringing just so much more to the table. This game, a lot of people wanted a sequel. Well, they wanted a deluxe version of the original one. Nobody was really expecting a sequel, and then they announced this sequel at the Nintendo Direct in the beginning of the year. You know, and they showed some stuff, and it looked like it was going to be cool. They looked like they were going to add some new features, but wow, I never thought they would add quite as many features as they've added to this game. Now I see why it's a sequel. Like I said, my mind is blown. They've added so much to this game, and it is definitely worth the price of admission here. This game is going to be a $60 game. Some people can pay a little bit more and they can get a Nintendo online subscription added in, I believe for another $10, which I already have that, which that's fine, but you need it with this game. So I can see why they're bundling it together. They are going to make a killing off of this game. I figured they were. This definitely is a system seller. You're getting so much here. It's insane. You're getting access to a story mode, which is a 100-level story mode made by Nintendo creators. You know, some of the experts that they have. So you're gonna have a 100-level world. That's insane. And not only that, then you're getting all the building stuff. So you can create boards forever. And they're adding a community to the online service with this game. So you can play games to any part of the world. You can just download them. You can play offline with the games that you've downloaded, which is awesome. I mean, you don't have to be online to even play them. You just go online, download them, and then you can take them anywhere and play those levels. And it gives you options where you can pick and choose what exactly you want to play. You want to play boards on rails. You want to play boards with puzzles. You want to play platform style. I mean, you just pick it, and you have you have endless options. If you want to play, new boards or the most popular, boom, you just click on an icon and you have access to it. I mean, I don't think people realize how huge this game is going to be. There's just so much to it. And man, I cannot wait to pick this game up. I'm putting my pre-order in this week. I'm not even waiting because, I want to make sure I have a copy day one. I want to make sure I get whatever pre-order bonus. Like I've seen that you can get a stylus with it. I definitely want that. That is cool looking. And I don't believe the Nintendo Switch has a stylus for it yet. So I definitely want to have that in my collection. Don't care, maybe don't need to use it. It'll just be something that I want to have because it definitely looks cool. I like the Mario Maker aesthetic with the hard hat and all that stuff. As I do construction work, so to me I think it looks awesome that he's in that kind of getup. It reminds me of just my lifestyle. Yeah, it's phenomenal looking game, guys, and I cannot wait to play it. There's so much stuff they added from Super Mario 3D World, which that is a great game, one of the best Mario games in my opinion. It's such a fun game. If you haven't played it, it was only on the Wii U. Unfortunately, they didn't port that one to the Nintendo Switch, but at least now you have access to play that style on the Switch, at least somewhat that style. That game was actually in like a full 3D or 2.5D style of gameplay, but it was definitely its own unique kind of game. But it had a cat suit as a power-up. They showed it before, but now you're going to get that. You'll be able to do the same climbing mechanics. You have the bullet bills that shoot towards the screen, which they're in 3D just like the game. You have Bowser in the cat suit, which is awesome. I was really happy to see that because, you know, hopefully you can just add these bosses in wherever you want or as many as you want. That would be phenomenal. And then there's some kind of like lava boss that attacks you in a lava board. I mean, you have the crazy sun from, what was that, Mario 3? And then you actually have a moon. There's like a night cycle to this game, so it totally changes stuff. Water turns into poison. You know, I believe maybe water turns into lava at night. Like what was it? The castles, they go dark. I mean, just like all this different stuff happens. You can get poisonous mushrooms instead of regular mushrooms. Just things change in the game. Some underground world levels are upside down. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, all the different stuff. It just opens up so many possibilities. There's just elaborate block systems in this game. There's blinking blocks. There's blocks that you can, put on rails. There's ones that go faster. And I mean, there's just so many different things. You have the piranha plants that have the thorny stems to them or whatever, and you can draw where you want them to go, and you can have them endlessly chase your guy in a path that you've created. I mean, like I said, there's just so much stuff to this. I mean, it's like so much to take in and process. It's almost too much. I'm trying to even think of just the stuff that I've seen in this direct, and unfortunately I had a lot of stuff to do, so I caught it a little bit late, and I was just like, poof. I just couldn't believe all the stuff that they packed into this. Yeah, course themes. You have different course themes, snow and, like whatever this is, like desert stuff and, forest, and you have actually new music from, the sound designer that created some of the original music. You have him creating some new songs for this game. I mean, that is cool as hell. So it's definitely a unique game. There's so many unique characteristics to this game that you've never seen in any Mario games before. There's even a Dry Bones that you can like jump in his shell and hide, and like then you're invincible while you're inside the shell. I mean, it's like, who comes up with this stuff? But it's really cool. And if you're not a fan of Mario Brothers or never played them, if maybe you're too young and you never played Mario Brothers, this is an awesome place to start because you have just so much stuff to try. I mean, you have Super Mario Brothers 1, Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario Brothers World, Super Mario Brothers Wii U, or which is the new Super Mario Brothers skin, and you have Super Mario's 3D Land or World, and then you have possibly other stuff they're going to add into the game later. I mean, so you have like a huge variety of just different things and different ways to look at it. You got 8-bit and 16-bit and just like all these different genres of systems in one game, and even something like the Wii U style of games, with 3D World. So man, this is a really awesome game. I'm definitely super excited. I know the community that is a big fan of this game is just going nuts right now, because like I said, there are some diehard fans of this game, and the community is like just so talented with creating these levels. The level design these guys create is impressive. They have this stuff broken down to a science. I ain't even kidding. I've watched some videos on it. These people, have stuff that goes in sequence and timing, and it is insane how they've dissected this game and broke the mechanics down to a level that is, just straight up crazy. But any of those guys that were playing this still on the Wii U, I know they're just ready to toss that Wii U aside and get a Nintendo Switch if they don't already have one. This thing is definitely going to sell some major systems. It's like, this could be a possible Game of the Year contender if, say, maybe like Last of Us 2 doesn't come out this year. Because we still have no announced dates on, games like that. So, if that isn't announced, I mean, something like this could sneak in there, you know, and maybe take something like Game of the Year, because this stuff is impressive what they're doing here. It was impressive the first time, but now they're just pushing it to a whole nother level. I mean, they even added some of the things that they missed in the first go-round, like slopes and hills to the game. You couldn't do that before. Now you can slide down the hills. So you can pretty much recreate, you know, styles that were in, you know, like say Super Mario Brothers 3 or Super Mario World that you couldn't actually do before. Now you can control the water depths. You know, you can make the water rise at a certain time. You can make lava rise. I mean, it is awesome. You know, you can be in an above ground stage and then go underground through a warp or a pipe. You know, there's just so many things you can do in this game, and it's just impressive that Nintendo has taken it to this level. So I'm really happy that you know, they've really brought the game to this, because it's impressive to see. Just like this character here, this character has doppelganger, so you actually don't know which one's the real one. So you're trying to, you know, find the right one to kill it. I mean, you know, the stuff is just amazing that they're pulling off here, and you know, just to see this level of gameplay on the Nintendo Switch is just real exciting. And you know, I'm just glad I was an early adopter and been you know, on board with this system from the start, because man, it impresses me. The further we get with, you know, in the life cycle of it, and as the library of games keeps growing, I mean, the quality of some of these games are, you know, maybe not as graphically of a powerhouse level as like a PS4 or an Xbox One, but you know, they do a lot with what they have, and that's really something to be, you know, it's astonishing. It's something they should be proud of. But you know, my hat's off to them. This game looks phenomenal. I'm on board. Are you on board? That's the question. Hopefully you guys are, you know, fans of this game, and if you're not, now would be a good time to start checking it out and, you know, get excited, because this one's really going to be impressive, guys. Definitely going to be impressive if you're a young kid and you've never played a Mario game. This is the one to check out for sure. Even if you've never played any other Mario games, this would be the one to check out. I mean, there's just so much you could do. You could play boards from anywhere in the world. I mean, you could just new boards, you know, stylized boards. You know, you could just pick a topic, puzzles, platforming, whatever, and you could, you know, get access to all those different boards, and you could download them, play them wherever you are. I mean, it's just insane. It's insane that you can do that, and like I said, my hats are off to Nintendo. Great job. I mean, wow. That's all I can say. Like I said, my mind is blown, and you know, sorry I got this video out a little bit late, guys. I got some new stuff for the channel. I've been getting that all together. I'm real excited about that, and there's going to be some better quality videos and some better edited videos. I can't wait to get going with this stuff. Like I said, I was busy all night getting this stuff together. So, you know, thanks for joining my channel or sticking with me. And any of you, hopefully you'll subscribe if you're not subscribed, and just check out the channel and, you know, watch this channel grow together, you know, as a group, man, because this is fun stuff. So I'm Wartrain. I'm I'm excited, and that's the video, guys. I'm out.